Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
February 26, 2020, the Altuve Plunked edition. We begin with a story about the German software company SAP. Its South African subsidiary is under investigation for paying bribes to do business with the prior regime of Ramaphosa and, of course, the Gupta family. Last year, SAP said it had been accused of improper conduct in addition to South Africa and Kenya and Tanzania. SAP said there is no recipe for handling such a complex and unusual situation. That's a fairly stunning statement from a software process company. Nevertheless, they don't seem to understand the trouble they are in. And we'll have to see what the investigation leads to. Next up, in the category of hotels behaving badly, the Wall Street Journal reports that Hilton's Waldorf Beverly Hills used a mole to steal secrets from the Peninsula, Beverly Hills. They allege that the former employees stole over 45,000 documents, according to a court suit. The employee acted as a mole for the Waldorf for some 14 months and worked in conjunction with Waldorf's former general manager who coordinated and ran the operation. The documents included proprietary information on the travel preferences of lucrative Middle Eastern clients, as well as regular old people who stayed there. It is, you couldn't make this stuff up. So, and if you told someone this story, they would say, I'm sorry, Tom, fiction has to make sense. And next up, from the Trump administration, President Trump has said he has developed a vaccine, no doubt he personally, for the coronavirus, which of course cannot be done. His chief economic advisor, Larry Kudlow, said that the administration has the situation under control. At the same time, they have now asked Congress for $1.8 billion in funding to combat the outbreak. And, of course, the CDC has put the nation on warning for outbreaks in the United States. So, once again, when it comes to the truth, the Trump administration has a very difficult time getting that information out. The problem is, unlike a hurricane, which might hit Alabama, this could negatively impact the entire United States. And, indeed, the Dow Jones dropped 1,000 points today, or yesterday rather, because of this. So it's going to be interesting to see if the Trump administration, with its cast of clowns, can actually do anything correct. And finally, for those of you who wondered how long it would take a Houston Astro to be hit by a pitch, the answer is in. Jose Altuve, batting in his first game in preseason, was unceremoniously plunked after having been unceremoniously booed on his way to the plate. I suspect this will happen to the Astros quite a bit this year, both the boos and the plunking. So it certainly didn't take long for Altuve to pay the price for he and his teammates cheating in the World Series winning 2017 year. And the plunk was down at his feet, so it probably stung. It probably didn't damage him. I just hope that the pitches don't get progressively higher throughout the year. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening.